trying to get a nigga out here. I remember when, you know, before me and Reggie walking up Bullet, he used to come up there, you know, like, and y'all need to chill, you know, change. We went to church with him a couple of times and everything, you know. I don't know, he kept telling us for some reason, y'all need to change, save yourself before anything happens, bro. Everything ain't too long, people dying out your fast, you know what I'm talking about? But nigga laid up there and kept playing. Every time we see him, come on, change it up, bro, change up, baby. Y'all been out here, it's enough of it, you brother. Shit, look at me, man. Man, ain't things sinning, brother, you heard me? Look, boom, look. Instead of doing the same thing, playing around. Now look at my people, now he gone now, you heard me? He gone now, you heard me? I don't know what to say.
Last time I saw my partner Mike, I witnessed to him on Reed Boulevard. He died a few years later, man. Last time I saw my partner Odell from Flake Street, we was leaving the Katrina. He paid for everybody to stay on the front part of the hotel in Anaway. I witnessed to him on the second floor of the hotel. He died a few years later. And there goes Jarrell Smith right after my sister's funeral. I witnessed to him. He died 2 weeks later. Man.
The Lord was with me every time I had a word for him. I knew that something was strange but couldn't discern from him. The Lord was deadly raised. They came to church with me, sitting in the back. Puzzled how the Lord snatched me off the block. I was the last person they thought of change. Cause I hate what they wanted, women in the dope game. They came back a few times but didn't repent. They wasn't ready yet, but the Grim Reaper was saying somebody must be about to die, cause I stayed on the board. Y'all better slow down, them chances ain't a game or toy. They stayed laughing, but me, I was scared for my dogs. Cause they was like my sons, but they wanted the ball. Raised for the motorbike, I'm screaming from the curb, slow down. Using that fast life, uptown and downtown. I used to draw crowds of young men talking about hell. One day it was so heavy, but I still couldn't tell. After the spirit of the Lord left them boys pale. I said, we're Red Jack, round the corner with a female. He was right in front of the stove, I gave him a hug and I said, you ready yet? He said, yeah, I stopped drugging, I stopped drinking, but these fine women make me sweat. 4 days later, wrecked his motorbike and broke his neck. My baby boy gone, I hope he made it in. But if he didn't repent, he died in his sin. After that, my lip partners was ducking me, thinking they necks on that listen. Cause wherever I was talking, I was coming up missing. I had to be obedient, even though it had me tripped. Cause their life was a breath of weed. They got flipped. Purpose, he knew me from the block. I couldn't really trust Purpose, cause his daddy was a cop. But after I got saved, I inherited a strange gift to know that somebody gon' slip on a banana or get flipped. Worst part about it, I told Purpose, it felt like his days were numbered. The Grim Reaper was coming, I felt it in my stomach. Last conversation I had with Purpose, I didn't know that was his last chance to dance with the devil. All I can remember saying, you gotta give your life to him. He was washing his van, listening to Soulja Slim. I vamped out, ran into Lil B. A couple of days later, he said, Jake, listen closely. Purpose asked me to go for a ride. I said, no, he flipped off the interstate. 3 people died, Purpose dead, Jake. And I'm glad I didn't go. I'm like, man, stop playing, but he was dead for sure. My lil' woo. Remember Slugger, my little dog from Hardwood? I was laboring with a Slugger, conversation was all good. He said, man, Jay, you right. And eventually he changed, gave his life to the law. Flipped the script and rearranged, but something was strange. Somebody told me he went back on the law. Only a few months he backslid, that's all. That's when he died. I hope he got it right and repented before he checked out of the dust it gon' bite. Now see my dog belt, it was an unusual thing that was down. That was all over that boy, from his head to the ground. I was happy to see my dog, he grew up downtown. His whole demeanor changed, kinda like he knew it was over. I asked Belt, do you think if you died the way you living, you gon' go to hell? He said, yes, I will. Every time I wanted to talk, he never heard. He told me he was coming to church, but never did. The last time I heard a bell, he took too long. They shot him in the chest on Bonita and busted his arm. Next up is Scooby-Doo. To make a long story short, I called him on the bus going to miss you. Scooby knew me when I was wild as a juvenile. Now I'm on the other side, talk about another lifestyle. He said I changed, but I still got my old lady. I'm at a funeral a month later, that's crazy. Derek is up next. He was just about to start a new life, coming out of sin. Just came home from the pen. He did 12 years, hooked up with the wrong clique. Fooling with this doodle lady, sprung her out, now she's sick. Running behind him, her old man was devastated. He told me he was coming to church, but he never made it. Find that boy dead on the steps. Off them at Georgetown, I called Miss Night laying in a coffin. Next up is Black, his whole life was a misery. My left partner say, F go look what he did to me. I'm laboring for his soul. This Black was about to check out, but he didn't even know. I touched that boy hoping how long I've been living holy. From a gangster on the block of New Orleans. I'm ready to get saved. I prop him to come Monday, he said I'ma come Wednesday. Wednesday evening, somebody say he got shot in the broad day. One to the head with the dog, oh boy, he don't play, he don't play. Black die like that, Odell die like that, Pete die like that, Mo die like that, Purvis die like that, Boogie die like that, Ducky die like that, Red die like that, Jerome die like that, Jamal die like that, Pete die like that, Boo Boo die like that, Derek die like that, Big Mike die like that, they die like that. The law was using me to help them, but they took too long. The law was using me to help them, but they took too long. The law was using me to help them, but they took too long. Life goes on, the law was using me to help them, but they took too long.